Hello everyone, Snakeeyes3434 here, and welcome to another channel update where I'll be just giving just a few updates on what my channel will be doing in the near future, and also some DC related topics as well. So first of all, onto the big news about my channel. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have noticed that there was an interesting introduction that before this video even started, and they had the Machinima logo and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's official. I'm a Machinima partner, and thanks to you guys, you made that happen for me to be able to do it, so thank you guys. And just a side note, there's it's quite interesting is that when there's something to do with being a Machinima partner and all that actually changes you, and it's really interesting is because there were several people that some channels that I actually was following before they became a Machinima partner, and they had great content and they were funny and all that fun stuff, but then when they had a Machinima contract and all that, they actually changed. I wouldn't say for the better, I say for the worst. And it was really weird is that I guess it's because since they I guess they all went to their head, and so then they just were concerned about the views instead of the actual content, and so they actually lost my subscription. And so I just want to say up front that I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to stay with how I did before the contract even started, so you don't have to be concerned about that. Next of all, on things about my channel is that I'm planning to do some live streaming, and that will be once a week, and that they would be on Thursday. Reason being is that for DC raids restart on Thursday, and so that I figured that's the best time because you can actually be able to join me if you want to for the raids and actually get connected with me. Also, I'm still figuring it out, because since I'm a little bit new to being a partner with Machinima and all that, I can actually now live stream on YouTube instead of what I used to do, which was on Twitch. And so I actually like that because it's all in one spot. I don't have to give an announcement to people and give them a link to my Twitch channel and all that. So I actually noticed that I got several messages like, oh, you actually live stream? I didn't know, because most of y'all probably are not subscribed to my Twitch channel, which I'm okay with, because I'll be live streaming on YouTube and stuff, hopefully from now on. But I'm still getting some technical issues that I'm trying to sort out. So if any of y'all actually live stream on YouTube, I would totally accept your help and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'll be live streaming as well. But one thing though, I want to set some ground rules before we actually get the live streams going and all that. I'll put that in the description, in the description at least, and all that. But the topic of actually inviting you to your groups. So probably most of y'all don't really know, but I don't really like actually having people randomly inviting me to their groups. So if you friended one of my characters on DC and then you invite me, I think that you're some random person who saw my character and was like, oh, cool person, let's just invite them just because they have a cool look to their tune. So first I want to say, please identify who you are, and that you are either a subscriber or you just saw one of my videos on YouTube, and then ask, hey, is it alright if I invite you to the group? Because otherwise I'm going to decline it, and y'all get a little bit disappointed or mad at me, and it's like, hey, I don't like random people inviting me and all that. So either get my permission and identify yourself. So those are the only 2 rules about that. Or unless it's on the live stream day, which will be on Thursday, then just make sure you tell me that your team's name and that you'll be inviting me in a few seconds, so I actually can go. Okay, is that person? So
this world is mine.
We got that out of the way. Let's see here. After we talk to this person here, I'll go through my power loadouts.
Thanks for jumping in.
So this is I call it my battery loadout. So this is just pure power loadout. So there's there's only one crowd controlling move, and this is not mainly DPS oriented as well. So when this DLC is released, I'll be doing a power guide. So I'll be covering DPS, crowd controlling, loadout, and again how my power loadout as well. So first one is Tachyon Burst, which is my power over time one. It's pretty much straightforward. My second one, I like to call it my wild card one, because I switch it out between a pool or some other one, and so I found out this is actually quite a nice one because it's a ranged damage AoE one. Because if enemies are together, it deals a good amount of damage on them, and if you're in controller role, it reduces the target's ability to heal, which is okay, but I usually mainly use this for the damage side. And then my third slot is Temporal Extortion, which is my instant power regen. And it's quite interesting is that I've been looking over the comments on my Quantum video, and some of y'all been asking where's the instant power one, and some of y'all were concerned that they missed it out and all that, but I must have breezed through it without even knowing it. But yeah, we do have an instant power one, is Temporal Extortion, so just keep that in mind. My fourth slot is Time Bomb, which is my reduces the enemy's defense and controller roll, and this is the main debuff for controller. So for you people who are new to controlling and all that, if there's one debuff that you need to choose over the 3, which is critical, healing, or defense, I would go with the defense, because I noticed that most bosses, they don't heal themselves, and the criticals are nice, but pretty much the healing and the critical debuffs are just waste of power, in my opinion, and so that power could be used for actually powering up your teammates and all that. So if you got to choose a power, do enemy the debuff for defense instead of healing and criticals. And then my next one is Word of Power, with this is a supercharge. It gives me power over for 10 or 7 seconds. And then Group Horizon, which is a group shielding. And some of y'all been asking me who noticed, it's so why do you have 2 supercharges instead of 1? And it was well, one is that if I didn't have a supercharge, my 5th slot would literally be empty, because there's no other powers that I would like to use, because that's power that's wasted on yourself for damage instead of actually helping the team out. And so I was well, might as well just put supercharge in there. And so there are 2 power supercharges that give power back to you in the group. Word of Power, which is for flight, which is for everyone, whatever movement speed you are, flight, super speed, and acrobatics. But then super speed has one that's unique to itself. It's called Speed Drain, and my main controller uses that. And so if you go down the Speedster's movement speed tree under skill points, you'll see Speed Drain is a 50% charge and all that fun stuff. So I like to use that as well. The difference between Word of Power and Speed Drain is pretty much let's see, activation time. Word of Power is a pretty slow activation. It has a very slow animation. Here, I'll show you right now. You're doing this, whoa, 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 boom. Now you're getting power back. And So speed drain is pretty much right when you hit it, it releases the power. So that's the only difference. I even watched the power outage that each one does, and there's a slight difference, but it's pretty much useless. So do you want a longer cast time or shorter cast time is up to you. So that's the only difference. Looking down the list,
the second that happens, I'm teleporting everyone else out.
I might have said this, but I'm not quite sure. But
I know you and Raven can beat
let's see.
him down.
Some of y'all been asking, when is the release date? When is the release date? And the DC creators, they did a live stream on May 1st, and it's May 4th right now, and they said that it's still unknown yet. They do, but like they're not going to tell us when the release date is. They said it's soon. It's going to be this month though, so until they tell it, it's still unknown. So keep hanging in there, and so yeah. And let's see. Before I start babbling on and making a fool of myself, some of y'all been asking how do I get onto a test server. Pretty much the simple answer to it is that I posted in the description of my quantum video, which I'll be putting a link in the annotations on my video and in the description for those who haven't seen it yet. But I posted a link in the description for my quantum video, and so you just go to their forums and download test server and then enjoy yourself. But also, you also have to be a legendary member. So if you're a premium or free to play, you cannot access it. So if you, that's one drawback about that, but it sort of makes sense in my opinion that only legendary members do it, because it's sort of like rewarding these legendary people for sticking in there and actually paying for it. Otherwise, you know, but that's just my opinion. So just to wrap up, I have a machinima contract thanks to you guys. I showed you my power only loadout. Actually is quite effective. The release date is still unknown. It's soon, but it's coming out this month. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Some of y'all have probably been wondering, so how come he hasn't shown us any of the alerts or the single plays on the test server? And the reason being is that there's lots of lag on the PC test server, and so unfortunately because of that I've not been able to upload any alerts because of that, and so I don't want y'all to be experiencing any like juddery videos. It won't be worth your time, so we'll just have to wait for the DLC to come out for me to actually show you how the alerts work and all that fun stuff. So I'm really sorry. I really wanted to show you because the storyline for the alerts are really fun, but just had to wait for the DLC release date. Live streaming, and that's my plan, will be on Thursday. And I already talked about the invite rules. You know, make sure, let's see, that you give me the heads up that you're going to be inviting me. Otherwise, when you invite me randomly, I'm not going to accept it and all that fun stuff. So I'll close the video out with that, and so I'll see you guys later.
You are free for now, daughter. But too late! My arrival is imminent! Trigon's evil power has entered this world. Through me. But you have saved my soul. And I thank you. I hope you will fight at my side when his dark day comes.